Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, True Crime Files with Kathy. I just want to bring this news, an attack on two ambulances, Jewish ambulances that is. I hate it when I see crimes against colour and race. At the end of the day, we all have the same blood. You know, we may have different beliefs, we have different cultures, we have different colour skins. But at the end of the day, we all share one thing in common. We have the same blood. Our blood is no different from anyone else's blood out there. I'm going to bring this bit of news straight in because it just breaks my heart. It does that. The world that we're in nowadays is terrible. So 4 Jewish community ambulance, I said 2 at the beginning, were set on fire in an arson attack, which the Prime Minister has condemned as horrific. London police confirmed the incident being treated as hate crime, with the CCTV showing 3 individuals setting light to an ambulance in the early hours of Monday morning. So this is our Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, what he put on X earlier, saying it's shocking arson attack. His thoughts are with the Jewish community who are waking up this morning to this horrific news. Antisemitism, flipping dyslexia, has no place in our society. And, if anyone's got any information, please come forward. There were luckily no injuries reported in the attack on the Jewish community ambulances in Highfield Road, Golders Green, Northwest London, around 1:45 this morning. So far, no arrests has been made. Keir Starmer just read that he's, said it's a deliberate attack. And then Chief Rabbi says this is a deliberate arson attacks on ambulances in London, particularly sickening assault, not only on the Jewish community, but on the values we share as a society. Police said reports of explosions are believed to be linked to gas canisters on board of the ambulances. Nearby homes were evacuated as a precaution, and road closures in the area remain in place. So I'll play you this bit of news now. Just check that you're on the same thing as me. This is disgusting. It really is.
Despicable act of evil, an attack on the heart of London's Jewish community, and on an attack on an ambulance service whose sole reason for being is to provide health and care and emergency response to the local community. The police are working at pace to catch those responsible. The Prime Minister and the Home Secretary will have more to say about that. But when it comes to our response today to support our friends in the community with the ambulance service, with London Ambulance Service will today be providing additional support to make sure that the charity is supported to respond to anyone in need. So the important message to the local Jewish community, indeed to the Londoners more widely, if you need help from the ambulance service today, seek it. We will be there for you. But the Jewish community should not be left footing the bill for this despicable attack, which is why tomorrow morning, at the latest, we will have 4 ambulances in place to replace those that have been destroyed, and we'll be working to replace those.
Oh.
At heart, Windows is built to reimagine what's possible.
I can't skip this ad yet. There we go.
Permanent basis, and we will fund the replacement of those ambulances. Those responsible for this attack must know that the Jewish community will not face up to this hatred alone. No. The whole country will stand with them. Of course we will. And when we think about some of the recent anti-Semitic attacks we've seen in this country, now is a time for all decent-minded people to stand up, to speak up with one voice, that we will stand with the Jewish community here and across the country.
And if you see something, say something. We can never, ever stress that enough through true crime creators on YouTube or anywhere in the world. We can't stress enough. The going, it says as it is, see something, say something. It doesn't matter what race, colour you are, you know, we've all got to stick together.
Confronting this vile anti-Semitism.
So that was, oh, here we go. It's a video. Oops, a minute. I'll turn this sound off because of the adverts. Oops, sugar lumps. Bear with. Try and get it back. It was this one, wasn't it? Sorry about that, guys. I don't think there's no sound. Just disgusting. I hope they catch those people. As you can see, it was absolutely horrific. As you can read there, Volunteer Ambulance Corps is extraordinary service whose sole mission is to protect life, Jewish and non-Jewish alike. But there's been so many years of hatredism. Look at the state of that. Don't know if there's any more news on it. Israel fears Iran was behind the firebomb attack. Israel fears that Iran may be behind the anti-Semitic attack on 4 ambulances outside London's synagogue. The Telegraph can reveal firebombing of 4 ambulances owned by the Jewish emergency services had the hallmarks of Iran-backed attack. Israeli embassy sources told the Telegraph. I hope they're not behind it. Look at that. It's disgusting. You see, even here, the flat windows have been affected. All the debris along here. It's lucky that car, if that car was parked there then, didn't get burnt. So I just see there's another picture of it. Absolutely disgraceful. There's nothing left of them. Absolutely terrifying. Let me see if I can find any more news. News on this one's showing me a bit more. Bear with me a minute. Just try and get rid of some of these windows so I don't get too confused. It's easy enough done for me. It really is. Right, let's share that. Remove this one. Stop screen. Share screen. This one. Where's that been? Where am I? Hang on a minute. Let's remove this a minute. Make sure I get the right one. Right, so it's that one. So let me get rid of that one. So confusing when you have so many windows open at the same time. There we go. Make it larger. Check volumes all the way up. Check you guys can see it, because that's more important.
Investigation into what has happened here in the very early hours of the morning. About 1:40, at least 50 calls went into London Fire Brigade as they had this flurry of activity from nearby residents who could see ambulances on fire, and then they could hear and feel the gas canisters on board those vehicles exploding. The force of those explosions was so
Imagine
great that it blew out a number of windows, and a number of residents actually had to be evacuated from their houses. They were taken to a community house not far from where we're standing, and they were only let back into their properties about 30 minutes or so ago. The police have already said that this is an anti-Semitic.
And you think we run away from danger, the emergency services run into danger, and you know their lives were at risk. You know, they could have, you know, risked their life. They could have got injuries, especially when the gas canisters blew up. You know, who's to say who couldn't have got hit?
Hate crime, and they are searching for 3 individuals. If I step out of the shot here, you'll be able to see.
Hate crime.
Police vehicles here. Obviously, we've got fire brigade vehicles. There's a responder who's come from the gas network. Somebody who's also here from Transport for London as well. The Metropolitan Police says an investigation has been launched after 4 ambulances belonging to the Jewish Community Ambulance Service were set on fire in Golders Green. Officers remain on scene, and the arson attack is being treated as an anti-Semitic hate crime. At around 1:45 on Monday, the 23rd of March, police were called by the London Fire Brigade to report of a fire on Highfield Road in Golders Green. Officers attended the scene where 4 Hatzola ambulances were on fire. Nearby houses have been evacuated as a precaution, and road closures remain in place. No injuries have been reported, and all the fires have been put out.
For that.
In the past few hours, we've been speaking to a number of concerned residents here who say that once again they feel unsafe as a Jewish community. They feel like they've been targeted.
Here's Max Reisner, one of those that we were speaking to.
When I got there, then there was already a large fire engine support team, and the police, they'd already blocked off some of the road, but we could still see it from a distance. 2 ambulances were already on fire, and I could see from the distance there was a third that hadn't caught fire yet. But when I was there, that one blew up. So there was already an emergency response team, and we saw that ambulance blow up, and we felt it. These ambulances are actually parked in a synagogue's car park. And just to see that clip that is now doing its rounds on social media of a few hooded individuals lighting life-saving ambulances is something that just is shaking us all to the core.
It's shocking, and I hope because they ran down houses, you know, road, I'm hoping people have got Ring doorbell video footage of them, and someone's going to know someone that was involved, and someone will soon speak. I'm pretty sure of it. I really, really, really detest hate crime. I really do. I hate race crime. I hate sort of like stabbings, children carrying knives. I hate children being killers. There's quite a lot that I hate. And hate is a strong word. It really is a very strong word when you use the word hate. You know, I've never personally said to somebody face to face, I hate you, because it's too strong. I may say I dislike you or I don't like you, but I would never use the word hate. And these hatred crimes have got to stop. You know, I don't know what the Jewish community can do to protect themselves. And if Iran is involved in this, then this has just got real big, and it's got big real, and I'll just carry on because I'm getting tongue-tied.
As to why anyone would want to do that. we feel that it's just a despicable act. That it's hard
It
to put
is.
words to it.
Wow. Right. I've got to go do some housework, guys. I've been meaning to do housework for the last 2 hours. And every time I finish a recording, I think, just have a look, see if there's anything else. And then I see breaking news. And an hour later, it's, oh my God. I've put some washing on. That's one thing. And I've done some tumble drying. What else have I done? Took some rubbish out. That's as far as I've got today. So yeah, I need to just switch off, I think, and get some housework done, because otherwise I'm going to be here till 8 o'clock tonight putting all these videos out. So if you could like, subscribe and share this, please, because the more you share the stories that I bring to you, the better it goes in the algorithm, and then the more people it is shown to as well. We have to try and stop this hate crime. It really is not good at all. So to my next video, hopefully later this afternoon.